This is the part 3 of my VTL video from Singapore to Melbourne, and this part will focus a bit more on the Melbourne to Singapore portion. There are a few things for you to take note of, but now it's getting out of Melbourne and heading back to Singapore. So I think if you all already know, if you already read all the necessary documents, prior to leaving Melbourne, you need to take a PCR or ART test at least 48 hours in advance. And you can't just take it at any of the free places. You actually need to make a prior booking, a prior appointment, a prior payment, because this is a pre-departure thing so it's a bit more formal where you need actually documentation and all that. So what I did, I went to this place called Foresight. It's in the city. I actually booked it online via the website, and it costs AUD 120. I actually booked it because technically I can do the ART or PCR test in the airport itself because they have those kind of things and the results come out within 30 minutes or whatsoever, but I'm a bit kiasu just scared that suddenly they say, oh, actually ART is not applicable, or the results take a bit longer than it should be. So that's why I just take it in the city where I can still okay, in case I have a positive result, I still can react and not panic at the airport with all my luggages and all that. So yeah, so that's on me. But I think if you take the ART test at the airport, it'll definitely be cheaper. I can show you the video later on. You can check out the video later on. Yeah, so I'm supposed to take 48 hours before my flight. The clinic that I wanted to go to closes at 4 p.m. My flight was at 4:40 p.m. So Sunday 4:40 p.m. So if I would take 48 hours, I'll have to take it 4:40 p.m. on a Friday. Yeah, but the clinic closes at 4 p.m. So no choice I have to go on a Saturday. So Saturday around 8 a.m. I did that, and I did my PCR test, and I shall elaborate a bit. My second last day here in Melbourne. I am going to the clinic to take my PCR test. So that's the final PCR test before I leave Melbourne. For the day 1 24 hours PCR test, I went to University of Melbourne Team Alley. For the day 5 to 7, I went to Footscray, Foresight. Very quick results, very efficient as well. And now I'm also heading to Foresight at Russell Street. So in the CBD, there's not much places that you can do the testing for international travel, I guess. Actually I chose this one because it's the cheapest. It's $120. Technically I can take an ART test, which is half the price, but I'm not doing that because most of the ART places are there's only one that I googled, and it's actually the one at the airport. A bit too risky for me. So yeah, I just wanted to go to around the city so at least I can have a peace of mind and I won't be rushing and panicking tomorrow. So yeah, I'm heading to there right now. Opens at 9 a.m, closes at 1 p.m. Yeah, the hours are really short. I was thinking of going to the one at Footscray or South Melbourne, but too much of a travel, so I'll just go to the one here. Yeah, so good morning Melbourne. Weather seems to be picking up. It's not as hot as, it's not as cold as what it was last night. I'm in pants either way. So how will the day look like? I have no idea. We'll see how it goes. Such a long queue. Oh my god, I just finished my pre-departure PCR test. It's so dumb, it's so stupid. Because the queue was so long, and technically it could have been avoided if they actually had more people. So basically there's a total of 3 people there. One person was going through the line and checking that they have the relevant documents, sure. And then at the same time, people are also asking her questions. So there's 2 lines where people ask her questions what is this queue for, blah blah blah, that kind of thing, and then she had to go down the line and try to remember who passed through her. And then when I'm inside, so after 1.5 hours, I managed to go inside. And once I'm inside, that's when it gets annoying because there's like only 2 people doing the PCR test, and I realized that there were some people who just cut the queue and bulldoze in and then ask them questions. I'm like, dude, why are you even doing that? Like, just stay where you are and just ask the admin lady that's going through the line questions instead of people doing a PCR test. So, and then the people doing the PCR test had to like get out and like answer those people's questions and like tell them, oh, please join the queue, and you're already wasting time doing that. It's so freaking annoying. And then yeah, it happened quite a lot of times, and to be honest, 2 people doing the PCR test is definitely not enough, because it's just not enough, because the queue is so long and you're in the middle of the freaking CBD. Obviously there will be like so many visitors that's coming to take the test, and just having 2 people, and the clinic closes at 1 p.m, so that's equally annoying. On like weekdays it opens from like 8 a.m to 4 p.m, and today's like 9 a.m to 1 p.m. It's like, oh my god. And sometimes you don't even have a choice, because you need to take it within 48 hours, and if my flight is at 4:40 tomorrow, so if I were to take it like okay, I don't know where I'm going, so if I were to take it like yesterday, I can't take it because the clinic closes at 4 p.m, so I have to take it today here at this place. And yeah, most of the clinics close like very early, so yeah, I totally have no choice. So that's why I have to take it now, and like being the first few, so I don't even know what's gonna happen to the queue at the back of the lane, because yeah, just no proper queue, no proper admin. And I think they should look into seeing how they can delegate the task properly, rather than me like pretending I'm like some project manager or whatever. But yeah, so I'm like so freaking annoyed. But yeah, if whoever's watching this video, if you need to do a like pre-departure test or any PCR test, I think it's better to go try and go to the suburbs or something. Like for example, I'm not sure, but when I took the day 5 to 7 PCR test, I took the White Footscray. There was like totally no queue because it was a drive-through. I'm not sure whether you can do an international departure test there or not, but yeah, I think you can consider that, just to keep your mind at ease. So the thing is, yeah, results are supposed to be out within 24 hours, so hopefully I can get it out within 24 hours. The lady behind me, she was doing the test for tomorrow. Her flight is like I think 10 a.m, so let's hope she gets it in time as well, because when the swabber was like telling me, she was saying that actually, yeah, that's a bit pushing it. So yeah, I'll see how it goes, because I think once they close at 1 p.m, they will be sending out the results to the lab, so hopefully I can get it in time. She did her part because she highlighted the paper in like aggressive yellow. So yeah, that's my run from the clinic to some random lane. I have no idea where I am. I look quite good here. I'll take a selfie. So annoying. Okay, so the pre-departure test, the results was quite fast because they promised within 24 hours or 48 hours or whatsoever. So I took it at like around I think 10:30 a.m, and I got my results, sorry, around 10:45 a.m. I got my results at like the 12 midnight of the next day. So I think that's good. So no panicking, they sent the right number. All good for me. So upon reaching the airport, as a Kiasu Singaporean, I literally printed everything as much as I can. I didn't have time to print the the PCR test results, yeah, because I had a digital copy. So at the airport, Melbourne airport, what they checked was your vaccination status again. So you can just use that printed out vaccination cert that you had from Singapore, the notarized one, and also show your negative PCR test. So mine was in my email, then you just check the QR code and ensure that everything's accurate. So that's good. So in terms of Melbourne side, I think really that was quite smooth sailing. I reached the airport at least around like 2.5 hours prior. Even though I took my PCR test and all that, I just wanted to have an ease of mind in case my luggage was like beyond the limit. As I was looking at the SQ line started to grow a bit longer, I guess, yeah, people started to come in. So yeah, no harm coming earlier, especially if you're a Kiasu Singaporean. I think if you want to reach 1 hour before, it's a bit risky. If you want to take the test at the airport, I would recommend you come at least I think maybe even 4 hours earlier, because the results supposedly, the ART results supposedly come out within 30 minutes. And then the PCR test results, I think 90 minutes or something like that. Yeah, I didn't do that. But yeah, do it at your own risk. The one at the airport, the company is called Histopath. You can check out the website. I think you can check out. Okay, so for those who need to take their ART or PCR test, you can actually take it from here. I obviously didn't take it from here, but it's at the Qantas terminal. I'm not sure what terminal number this is, but yeah. Apparently it says you can get your PCR test results in 1 hour, but I'm not gonna risk it, so I just took it in the city yesterday. Yep. So Singapore Airlines is at the P lane, and thank God I came earlier because it's so freaking long queue. Yep, kiasu to come like at least 2.5 hours earlier. So now I shall find stuff to do before I go. So I'm at the duty free area and it's like so empty, there's literally nobody here. It's so quiet. Wow. So I'm here and literally nothing's opened. Even the Hungry Jack's is not here. It's not open. Oh no, I thought I could just chill inside, like drink some coffee, but nothing is open. It's empty all the way down. Wondering what I should do right now. Getting nasi goreng for my meal. Hope it's not spicy because last time I had a spicy one and I had tummy ache. But check here.
Turkish Airlines to Istanbul.
Okay, so I've just landed and now I just need to do 4 different things. One is to go to do my immigration stuff. Second, I need to go do collect my luggage. Third is the PCR test. So, yep, heading down to the immigration side. Okay, I've just collected my luggage, so I'm going to take my PCR test somewhere in front, I guess. In Singapore, it's quite straightforward because there are signages everywhere that tells you what you need to do next, which step of the way to go. So I settled my immigration portion. I had to collect my luggage, and all of this paperwork you better follow Safe Travels advisory because they'll tell you exactly what you need to fill up, exactly what you need to pay. So better pay all that you need to your PCR test way beforehand rather than paying on the spot, because obviously it will delay things. For me, yeah, I paid beforehand and I got through the whole thing within like less than an hour. Yeah, upon arrival, collect your luggage and then they'll give you a sticker, for example like green sticker, red sticker, whatsoever. Don't lose the sticker, because if you lose the sticker, right, they'll ask you to take another sticker. Collect luggage, PCR test, just show the QR code. If you have it printed out, okay, good. If you don't, I think that, yeah, you can just show the QR code. They'll just verify all the information. PCR test, yeah, they'll help you do is both nose and throat as well. Should be the same one as the one you do in Melbourne. Then after that, yeah, you're done. You can go home. You can book Gojek. I think it's only via like Terminal 3 Basement 1. Yeah, Gojek came quite fast and I was home within like 1.5 hours upon landing on my flight. So as long as you follow instruction, check out the Safe Travel ICA website, and then all will be good. The PCR test that you do at the airport is your day 1 PCR test. So what you should do is just self-isolate, go back home, take private transportation home, no public transport, no stopping at Tanah Merah MRT or whatsoever. And then yeah, just head back and wait for a PCR test results. To be honest, it came out quite fast. I think it came out like in the morning, I don't know, 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. Of the next day. So that's good. So with that, I know that, oh, I'm free to go out because I'm on the VTL line. Yeah, they'll drop you an email, they'll drop you an SMS on the steps that you need to do, so don't worry at all. Yeah, please be assured, just follow the instructions. So day 2, day 4, 5, and 6, you'll have to do your own ART test. So check on the website on what are the approved ART tests, and then they'll give you a link and then you're supposed to submit your results there. So yeah, there's a lot of different links for you to check out on. So I think you really need to be quite IT savvy and stuff. So day 3 and day 7, you'll have to go to a specific site to do your ART test. it's a supervised ART test lah, and it's quite straightforward as well. You can only book day 3 first before you book day 7. So you book day 3, and then in terms of the things that you need to do, basically, yeah, just book a place near to you. I booked Bedok because walking distance from me. And then it costs $15. Payment, I actually did payment on site. Like, I had to fill out a form online on site lah. I think you can do it while you are at home before you come, and then just show them. And then day 7, which I'll be doing in 2 more days time, and then I'll be like officially, my VTL flight is over. Yeah, the whole ordeal, the whole like administration part. Yeah, so that's it for what needs to be done after you leave the airport. Day 3 ART test, quite straightforward also. It was very, very fast because there was no queue also. You don't need to bring your own ART test kit, don't worry, they'll provide you. So you just need to go there and then show your payment, show your appointment as well, and they'll register you. They'll give you the items, you just need to swap yourself. They will stand around and check, and then they paste a sticker on it, then you submit it, and then you can just get out. Yeah, all that was done in less than 15 minutes when I went to Bedok Town Square. Also, maybe I went on like Tuesday lah, so it's a bit more chill. Yeah, then you should get your results within like 30 to 40 minutes. You'll get an SMS, and then yeah, that's it. Repeat the same for day 7. And I wish you all a safe trip. Obviously, this information is valid, as in is based on 16 December lah. If maybe there's more Omicron cases coming up, and then the things might change. But yeah, so anyway, that's my experience. Your experience may be different, but yeah, hope you find it helpful and reassuring in some way or another. And enjoy, have fun, take care, stay safe, get boosted. Bye.